Jon Snow knelt beside Daenerys Targaryen's body. Blood stained the shattered palace stones from her chest, but Jon didn't even notice. Moments ago, silent screams had echoed from outside. Now everything was still. The only thing left in the cold air of the Iron Throne room was the smell of ash. The throne was empty. Jon slowly lifted his head to look at Daenerys' lifeless face. He had killed his queen, the woman he loved. He had done it only to save her people, to save a world on the brink of destruction. In the midst of this sorrow, he wondered if he had done the right thing. The sound of wheelchair wheels scraping on the rubble broke the silence. Jon slowly turned. It was Bran Stark. His emotionless, vacant eyes were fixed on Jon. With a trembling voice, Jon said, "Bran, are you here?" Bran studied Jon with a penetrating gaze, then cast a sorrowful look at Daenerys' body. Racked with guilt, Jon said, "I had to do it. She had gone mad. She was killing innocent people." In a calm voice, Bran sympathized with Jon. He replied, "You did the right thing, Jon. You fulfilled the plan." Jon furrowed his brows and asked, "What plan?" "The king's plan." Those 3 words pierced Jon's heart like a knife. He stared into Bran's lifeless brown eyes. Suddenly, a cold blue light glinted within them. A sudden chill filled the air, a coldness that pierced Jon's bones and seeped into his very soul. In that moment, Bran's skin slowly faded to a frozen bluish white. A cold light emanated from within him, and it intensified the room's chill. He was no longer Bran. He was silent, but his presence was more powerful than any words. In the back of Jon's mind, a dark truth was roaring. He was not the 3-eyed raven. He was an ancient evil that had been hidden in the darkness for centuries. He had waited for the right moment. He hadn't foreseen the Great War. He had orchestrated it. All the heroes' choices, all the sacrifices, all the tragedies they had all been to bring about this moment. He had trained Jon Snow for this mission, not to save the world, but to destroy the only person who could have prevented his final victory, Daenerys Targaryen. Jon's mouth fell open in horror. He had faced death many times, but he had never felt such fear. He was just a pawn in a larger game, a game that had started years ago. Bran stood silent, his glowing blue eyes fixed on Jon. He raised his hand toward Jon. An invisible, icy power surged from his fingertips, moving toward Jon. Jon felt as if he could no longer breathe. His lungs filled with the burn of absolute cold. He felt his being, his identity, everything he was, slowly fading away. All at once, the light faded from his eyes. His body crumbled into a pile of frozen ash that fell to the ground. Bran silently looked at Jon's ashes. Then, he went to the Iron Throne and sat on it. The metal under him began to freeze. It turned the throne into a crystalline, icy seat. In the distance, the sound of countless horses and footsteps could be heard. It was the sound of the Night King's true army, made of the bodies of the fallen from the war. The bodies of Jon and Daenerys slowly rose with blue eyes and stood beside the Night King. Eternal winter had come to Westeros.